Ever wonder about that invisible web that connects your entire digital life? You know, from the music streaming to your earbuds, all the way to the news on your screen, it's all powered by computer networks. So let's dive in and actually map out this incredible system, starting with the network that's literally right next to you.
I mean, it all just kind of works, right? But how? How do these totally different technologies, working over completely different distances, actually talk to each other and get along? Well, that's the big question we're going to answer as we explore the different scales of our connected world.
At its very core, a network is really just about two things: connection and sharing. This image shows it perfectly, right? You've got a bunch of different devices, all linked up so they can share information. Whether that central hub is in your living room or it spans the entire globe, the main idea is exactly the same.
So let's get a bit more formal. What is a computer network? Well, it's just a set of interconnected devices that share data and resources using a common set of rules. But the key thing to remember, the part that unlocks everything, is that we classify them based on their geographic scope, basically how big they are. We're going to start with the smallest and zoom all the way out.
Okay, so let's start with the smallest network of all, the one that exists right there in your own personal bubble.
This is called a personal area network, or PAN for short. Seriously, think of it like your own little digital aura, a tiny web of connections that follows you around, and it only extends about 10 meters, or roughly 30 feet.
And the crazy thing is, you use these PAN technologies every single day. This network is built for one thing: pure convenience. We're talking about things like Bluetooth to connect your headphones, NFC for that tap to pay at the coffee shop, or even just a good old USB cable linking your phone to your laptop.
Yep, every single time your smartwatch buzzes with a notification from your phone, or you're listening to a podcast on your wireless earbuds, you are actively using a personal area network. It's the little bit of magic that makes all your personal gadgets play nicely together.
All right, let's take one step back. We're zooming out from your personal bubble to a single location, like your house or your office.
And this brings us to the LAN, or Local Area Network. This is probably the network you're most familiar with, because it's the digital plumbing inside a single building.
See, LANs are built for speed in a small space. Because the distances are so short, they can give us those super high-speed, low-lag connections we need for streaming movies, online gaming, and getting work done. And it doesn't matter if you're plugging in an Ethernet cable for maximum stability or just hopping on the Wi-Fi, you're on a LAN. Best part? They're relatively cheap and easy to manage.
So yeah, every single device connected to your Wi-Fi router at home, your laptop, your smart TV, your phone, your gaming console, they are all part of one big happy LAN. It's the digital foundation of our homes and our workplaces.
Okay, time to zoom out again. We're going from a single building to connecting an entire city, or maybe a huge university campus.
Now, this is the job for a MAN, or a metropolitan area network. A good way to think about it is as the crucial bridge connecting all of our little local networks together across a city.
The huge difference here is scale. We're now talking about networks that can span up to 50 kilometers, or about 30 miles. They act like a high-speed backbone for a city, usually using fiber optic cables, which literally transmit data as pulses of light to link up office buildings, government agencies, and college campuses.
So a great example would be a city that offers free public Wi-Fi in its parks and libraries by linking them all together with a MAN. Or think about a university that connects its engineering campus on one side of town with its medical school all the way on the other. That right there, that's a MAN at work.
All right, time for the final biggest leap. We are now zooming out to the largest scale possible, the entire planet.
And this is the WAN, or Wide Area Network. You can really think of this as the network of networks. It's the thing that connects everything over these massive distances, linking cities, countries, and continents into one single digital world.
A WAN operates on a truly global scale. I mean, it relies on this massive infrastructure of undersea cables, satellites in space, and powerful routers just to move data between continents. Now, this massive distance creates a trade-off. Every piece of data has to make a bunch of hops to get where it's going, which creates delays. That's why a WAN is generally slower than your super-fast local LAN. And of course, the most famous WAN of all is the internet.
So we've gone on quite a journey, right? From our headphones all the way to the entire globe.
Let's put all these puzzle pieces together and see the big picture.
This table just lays it all out so perfectly. You can really see the logic here. Notice the pattern. As the geographic scope gets bigger, the technology has to change to keep up. For the PAN, in that tiny 10-meter bubble, low-power Bluetooth is perfect. For the LAN, inside a building, Wi-Fi and Ethernet give us the speed we need. To connect a whole city in a MAN, you need the massive bandwidth of fiber optics. And to connect the entire world in a WAN, you need it all. Satellites, those huge undersea fiber cables, the whole shebang. Each layer uses the right tool for the job.
And that's really the big takeaway. These aren't separate competing networks. They're nested layers, kind of like Russian dolls. Each one has a very specific and crucial role. Your personal network talks to your local network, which plugs into the city network, which then connects to the worldwide network. It's this incredible layered teamwork that gives us the seamless connectivity we just take for granted every day.
So the next time you connect your headphones or you fire up a video call with a friend on the other side of the planet, you'll actually see that invisible journey. You'll see the data leap from a PAN to a LAN to a MAN to a WAN and then all the way back again. It really makes you realize our connection to the digital world isn't just one single link, it's a whole chain of them.